Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this glorious scorcher of a day on this Monday afternoon. And it's getting hotter and hotter. Wow, incredible. Make the most of it. It won't last. Proverbs with Paul in the afternoon, chapter 24 and verse 27. Prepare your work outside and make it ready for yourself in the field. Afterwards, then build your house. So prepare your work. The objective, obviously, is to build the house. There are a number of considerations that we might look at in regards to building a house. It could be literally building a house and the preparation of doing so, knocking all the pieces of wood together and making it happen. But there's another way of preparing and building a house as it relates to building a life, making plans. I would often ask young people, what do you want to do when you leave school, even when they're really young? Because I'd love to get them thinking about what life is going to be like beyond the education years. Many of them, they just don't know. They haven't thought about it. But we try to instill into our children expectations of themselves well before they ever got to that place. For some of them it worked better than others. But the reality of preparing and getting things ready and setting aside time and thinking things through, they are priceless, because if you can work it out on paper, if you can prepare it, as it were, at a desk or on a laptop in these days, then you've got yourself, as it were, a journey, a directive, a destination. You know where to start and you know where you're likely to finish. But without adequate preparation, there's just going to be chaos. You'll be banging things together that you won't know whether or not you might be able to use them in a better place. And life is like that. Life needs to link together with itself. And when we prepare well, then we end up accomplishing well. It's a bit like those flat pack units that we buy sometimes in the shop, and we put them together and we follow the instructions. If we think about it and be methodical, it works. If we just do it chaotically, then often we find ourselves with missing pieces or bits left over once it's all complete. God is building into our lives, and we don't always know how it's going to work out. But one thing we can be sure of is this, that if we build according to the Maker's instructions, the way God wants us to build our lives, then we will build a house worth living in, a house that He would like to live in, a place where God can dwell. And so God is preparing in us a place for Himself beyond our grave. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.